Hello, it's about time. What, StarCraft? Hell, it's about time. Evening. How are you, Andonius? You were just waiting for me to come online. Campbell, good evening. So I'm running this Redeemer list. I'm going to run it to a tournament. I'm like... Well, I haven't had a lot of practice with it, but I'm just doing it anyway. I don't know if I've ever run a Land Raider to Redeemer tournament and to a tournament, and we're getting to the end of the edition, right? I was actually jumping onto the Warhammer community website before I came on to like see if there was any news posted today, because I've been quite busy today. I'm busy every day, I guess, but I've been quite busy, so I thought like I'd jump onto the Warhammer community website to see like what's going on. Is there a new article out today? I know that they shared some stuff about terrain on, was it Wednesday maybe? But anyway, I thought I'd jump on and have a look, and then it's like the website is just, the Warhammer community just looks like it's down for me, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just come on and stream. I mean, I was going to come on and stream anyway, but I was going to take a minute and actually be up with any new news, because normally people tell me in my stream like, John, have you seen this? I'm like, no, I haven't seen it. Well, guess what, today I've got an excuse. Is Warcom working for you guys? There we go. Warcom's not working for me. Yeah, I was just saying that. Like, I was just on it to look at, because every single time without fail at the moment, when I go on stream, someone's like, have you seen the latest article? And I'm like, no, I've not seen it. So I was going on to check. So when you guys asked me, I'd be clued up. And guess what? Warcom isn't working. Funny that it would stop working on a Saturday, because you wouldn't have thought people would be working on it on a Saturday. Like, I can understand like there being downtime during the week, but I would have thought Saturday would have been a more like stable time of week, right? Because I'm sure people buy Warhammer models on Saturday. They don't really want their website down, but it is what it is. 2 scoops. Let's do some painting. Evening, 2 scoops. Greetings, Harry. We found out last stream that Harry has an unopened box of Warhammer from like 1986. I think he has the oldest box out of anyone that I friggin' 86. So like, what the fuck, Harry? Why have you got a box from 1980? That's 40 years, man. Get that shit open. What we're working on today, I've got this one Assault Intercessor on foot with a Thunderhammer. I've got bits of the Land Raider still to paint. I did go through all my box for this tournament beforehand to see if anything else was unpainted. And this is it. Like, one guy with a Thunderhammer who's like, I would say he's half done, but he's not really half done, is he? That'd be fucking lying. He's been based, so he's been used in a tournament previously, probably, because he's on a base. So I don't have too much. And I'm just going to drop him on the floor. Good way to start the stream. Guess it's good it's carpet in here. I'm 800 points in my Blood Angels after 10 months. That's not too bad. What's that, like, just less than 100 points a month? That's not too bad, man. It gets harder to open the out of print stuff. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I have a couple of out of print things that are in their cellophane, and one of them I'm really not going to open. I feel like I will open it one day, but like I'm sitting on it at the moment. But I'm not like Valrak. Valrak like tells his stream that he's going to open it if he gets a bunch of super chats, and then he doesn't open it. Hey dude, thank you. What a way to start the stream. You just made my day, dude. Thanks so much for the 10 gifted, man. Hit 23,300 yesterday, I think. So we're salute to you 100%. We're on way to get to 25,000. Still creeping up there.
I have awoken.
Got some new videos to put out. Did you like my April Fool's video? Because a lot of people liked it, and then one guy was like, I fucking hate April Fool's. I was like, was it that bad? Good evening, Mr. Tahoe. It's like 5 intercessors per week. Yeah, I mean, that's decent, dude. That's...
I have awoken.
And being consistent is also difficult. So don't... If you've done 800 points in 10 months, that's more than I've done in 10 months. So...
I have awoken.
Don't feel, you know... Being consistent is hard, man. It is super hard.
I have awoken.
But yeah, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships, dude. You're a legend. You're literally one of my biggest supporters. I can't thank you enough. So thank you again for the gifted memberships.
I have awoken.
I like it more if you sold it as an actual model. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't sell it, man. It's, you know, even if we got someone to make that model like as a 3D print to sell it, it would have to be visually distinct, or it would have to be visually far enough away that it didn't look like a Space Marine, right? Because from what I've heard, and I've only heard this like secondhand. Good evening, Real Skillin. I've only heard this secondhand. Is like, you remember when Crimson Lords did the...
I have awoken.
Hold on, we got a visitor. Yes, sweetheart.
I have awoken.
The jar that has the mermaid in it.
Uh-huh.
Can you help me open this for the baby?
Tomorrow, okay? It's bedtime just now. Come on, you know it's bedtime. We've done your song, we've done your story. It's time for bed, yeah? I promise we'll take it out tomorrow. Okay? I promise you. I'll give you a pinky promise. Come on. Pinky, pinky. Okay, so you remind me tomorrow and we'll take it out of the jar, okay? Get to sleep though and turn your light off, please. Man, I cannot do a stream these days without interruptions. Oh, I love them. It's all good. Good evening, Boris. I've lost my train of thought. What were we saying? I haven't painted about 7 months on the account of moving house, and I got my and I have not got my paint area set up. Oh wow, okay. 7 months is a long time. Afternoon, Nelcross. First tournament next week. Any tips? So I'm pretty I was gonna say, I'm pretty peculiar in that sense, right? Like, I'm going to make sure that, like, external factors don't influence my tournament. And what I mean by that is, like, I'm going to have, I don't know, like, paracetamol with me. I'm going to have plenty of water with me. I'm going to have coffee with me. Anything that you do or do not on a regular day, you probably want to try and replicate that, because you can be standing for like 9 hours, right? And I feel like I'm generally quite a fit person, but when I stand for 9 hours and play Warhammer for 9 hours, I seem to always end up dehydrated, and I seem to always end up with a headache. So first tournament, I also really hate painting late the night before, man. I feel like if I'm going to a tournament, I want to be in bed by midnight, maybe even earlier. If I've got to get up at like 7 AM to drive to the tournament, I don't want to be painting models at like 1 AM. That's just a recipe for like having a shit tournament, right? So I need to be rested, ready, organized like a week before, and then on the day I need to have water bottles. Like if you need coffee, I need to have coffee with me. I need to have paracetamol. You know, like I feel like it's silly things, but you're gonna go to the tournament and you're gonna stand for 5 hours comfortable shoes, I guess, socks. Like, you know, like sometimes tournaments can be super warm, so I prefer to have a shirt on I can take on or off. Harley, thank you so much for becoming a battle member. I appreciate it, dude. I missed that. Sorry, my daughter was distracting me. Evening, Eternal Crusader. Pitting Iron Warriors tonight for a change. Good evening. Hello, Captain Frisk. I second having some kind of Tylenol extra in for a headache. Yeah, I don't know what, like, yeah. The other thing that one of my friends told me, and I've actually bought them, I haven't used them yet for a tournament, was he told me to get like hydration sachets, which are like, I think what it is, it's like, you put it in your water apparently, and it makes the water more hydrating. I assume it's just like, probably in a way similar to fasting salts, and it's probably just like electrolytes. When they say electrolytes, they probably just mean like salt and potassium and magnesium and these sort of rare earth elements. But yeah, I bought some after my last tournament, because the last tournament I feel like I played pretty well, but on one of the days I just had this killer headache, and I was like, you know, I said at the end to my opponent, I was like, I feel like I played that game well enough, and I think, you know, like, I don't want to blame any loss on a headache, but like, my god, it's pissing me off, like, every time I go to a big tournament that I'm rocking a headache for like 2 hours, you know, in arguably the most important 40k game that I've played in like months. So one of my friends was like, oh yeah, I used to always get headaches, you need to buy, what did he call them, like, electrolyte powder or something. So I bought some here in the UK from Holland and Barrett, which is like a health food shop. I haven't tried them yet, but I've got them. So the next tournament I go to, I'm going to take my electrolytes with me, and I think you just dissolve them in your water bottle or something, and I guess they're supposed to help with hydration, because it's very easy to get dehydrated at these sort of tournaments. Yeah, the everlasting battle of getting kids to bed. Yeah, I feel like I lose that battle every single night, man. It's the last night of the holidays, they're back to school on Monday, so we already had to kind of fight on like, no, we're not having another movie night. But yeah, good luck with your first event. I think another thing to think about in your first event is don't worry too much if you don't win any games, or don't even worry about, like, you know, just, I'd probably say if you win any game on your first event, see it as a bonus. Like, you're just going to get into the swing of things. Try and make some friends. I always feel like events are better if you actively try and make friends with people, talk to people. Because I think that means, like, when you go back to the said event, or the same event, like a year later or 6 months later, you now don't feel like you're isolated. You know, you might have someone that you had a really good game against, or you might have someone you talked to lunch over. And most people at the events are just the same as you, right? They're just there to have fun and escape reality, and you know, most people like, I feel like it's a hard ass thing for grown men to make friends. So if you can make some new friends at a tournament, I thoroughly recommend it. Jellybearism says, hello John, I'm doing some old world vampire counts at the moment, so some old school Blood Angels. Man, I haven't seen vampire counts in ages. Did they get re-released with the Old World coming back? I must admit, I don't really follow Old World all that much. It's the same stuff they put in your veins when you're dehydrated. Yeah, so I think electrolyte powder or electrolyte sachets are probably a good idea. They're certainly a good idea for me, because I'm always getting fucking dehydrated and then having headaches at these tournaments, and I'm honestly about done with that. Like, I'm just like, I just do not want to go to another event where I've got a horrible dehydration headache, or whatever you want to call it. I think it's just a dehydration headache. I don't know what else you would call it, really. My goal for my first tournament was just to play 5 rounds in each game and hit the time limit. Yeah, a good goal to have. Good enough goal to have, yeah. Will you kit bash the new Vanguard veterans or just buy the new box? Well, I think I'm going to buy the 11th edition box for sure, man. I always feel like even if you don't use too many of the models from the starter set, it will give you options. You know, I must admit, I think I have all 20 Infernus Marines from the last box set still on their sprues. I did think about selling them a couple of times. I was like, man, I got 20 of these Infernus Marines. Should I keep them? So I thought a couple of times about listing them on eBay, and then I was like, I bet you if I list them on eBay, they'll go and get really good rules, and I'll really regret it. So I've hung on to the 20 Infernus Marines for better or for worse. Yeah, it's like potassium, magnesium, probably sodium as well. So I mean, you can get most of that stuff from like energy drinks as well, but I try and limit myself on how many energy drinks that I have. I used to drink a lot of them when I was younger, and try and maybe only have like 1 energy drink a day, but I probably would take an energy drink to a tournament for sure. But yeah, I've got such a funny diet, and everything is so rigid. Like, I eat the same breakfast every day, I eat the same lunch every day, so it's like if I then go to a tournament and just start messing around with my food and stuff, then I'll feel fucked up. Yeah, it'll like mess me up, because I guess my body's so used to getting the exact same thing every day. So I just think prepare, like, you could prepare the Warhammer stuff, but you also need to prepare the non-Warhammer stuff that you don't normally think about. Bananas, they're good for sodium as well. Or is it potassium bananas are good for? One of the two, I can't remember. I think going to my first tournament will lead to brain mush. It does, yeah. I mean, you'll forget silly things. You'll make silly mistakes. It's your first event. I guess my point is try and not let that stuff negatively affect you for the future, right? Because you could let it negatively affect you, but like I think you should think of it. I think you should think of your first tournament as a complete learning experience. If you do well, then it's an absolute bonus. I kit bash. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably end up kit bashing a bunch of 11th edition models. I don't see why not. I mean, at some point I might even kit bash those Infernus Marines into something useful. I still have like 10 Desolation Marines that I started to do something with, and then I'm like, then they got nerfed so hard. Honestly, Desolation Marines got nerfed quicker than any unit ever has been nerfed, I feel like. Like, other units takes them a couple of months to nerf them. Desolation Marines, I feel like they were nerfed in like a month. Whereas Catan just get to dominate the meta for like months with their 70% win rate. Like, come on, Games Workshop. Like, and we in our Strength 4 indirect Desolation Marines got nerfed straight away. How dare they? The weather in Scotland has been horrible this last week as well, though. Like, we're supposed to be getting into spring. It still feels like we're in the dead of winter. It's been so cold, man. But yeah, so I've got this Land Raider. I think it'll be the first time I've taken a Redeemer to a tournament. I kind of feel like that's going to be an interesting experience. Probably make an interesting YouTube video taking a Redeemer to a tournament. I think it's going to go I think it'll be like one of those lists where it's like either the Redeemer will absolutely pop off and I'll win a bunch of games, or, knowing my luck, probably what will happen is the Redeemer gets killed turn 1 every single game and does nothing, and is just a 275 point liability, right? Like, I feel like that's probably what's going to happen, but hey, at least I'll have done it, and then I can tell you guys if I think it's a good idea or not, right? What'd you make of 11th edition rules so far? I think I'm happy with 11th edition rules so far. Do you think the new hidden infantry rule at 15 inches will see a lot of placements around or on the 15-inch mark? Well, remember, if the enemy then moves forward like 5 inches, they'll be able to see you. So I think we will 100% see more infantry being placed in ruins and stuff, because they'll be a little bit safer, right? I think that's okay. I think that's probably a good thing. I kind of hate the idea that in turn 1 you can lose units that are like really meaningful just because you have one guy's sword sticking out round a window or something. You know, and that other thing where, like, you know how like every single map plays like windows closed on the bottom floor. So you could never really deploy anybody up on the second floor, right? Because like the windows are closed on the bottom floor. But if you wanted to deploy, like, I guess as much as I don't think Desolation Marines are that competitive a unit, if you did have a unit of Desolation Marines and you wanted to deploy them up at the windows or up on the roof, you could never do it because they'd just be a sitting target up there, you know? Whereas now, if it's 15 inches, you can quite happily deploy your Desolation Marines on the roof in your DZ and just be like, haha, I'm on the roof, ready to do plunging fire and all that good stuff. And I'm not going to be turn 1 obliterated by las cannons from 60, 70 inches away. One of the new Renegades regenerate detachments was nerfed in less than a month after release. Which detachment? It's not just infantry. I think it's infantry, beasts, and swarms, right? That are going to be able to. I think it's infantry, beasts, and swarms that are going to be able to go into cover and get that hidden rule. I can't remember what they called it. Is it just called hidden? I don't. No, I don't think it is. My brain's not working. I've actually been doing quite a lot of coding these last couple of weeks, so I think my brain has been melted from too much coding. Someone tell me, I thought it was called Exposed? I don't know what it is now. I feel like when we get the 11th edition rulebook, I need a live stream where we just spend the whole evening going back and forth through the rulebook and figuring everything out. Because I feel like there will be a shitload to figure out, and I feel like I always end up making mistakes in videos, which I don't like to do. So I need to go through the rulebook and make sure that there's no, like, I fully understand everything, so I can make videos from a fully informed, mistakeless place. Obscured was the word they used? No, I think obscured is different, man. Obscured means you can't be seen. Do you rate Inceptors for lag or Angelic Inheritors? If so, do they play the role of heavy hitters? Yeah, I mean, I think I prefer them a lot in Angelic Inheritors because you've got stratagem that will let you... well, you've got two. One that can make them untargetable within 18 inches, which can give them huge survivability bonuses. And then the other one is you can obviously lift them back up off the board in Angelic Inheritors and reposition them, and with the 6-inch deep strike that they have inherently, excuse me, third time lucky, that's obviously very powerful, right? To drop a unit in 6 inches away, obliterate a unit in shooting, and then lift up and do it again in a future turn. Like, that is just a very, very powerful combo, and it's one of the strongest combos, I feel like, in Angelic Inheritors. It's done really well in probably a bunch of tournaments for Angelic Inheritors. I don't know if I think it's as good in lag. Obviously, you can't pick up. I mean, they're not bad. Good evening, Mr. Highland Phoenix. How are you, my friend? It's a chill Saturday night. I've got like 2 hours before I need to go hang out with the wife, so we thought we would do a little bit of painting. No different from any other Saturday for me, I guess. I'm very much off the booze at the moment, man. I've been trying to I've been trying desperately to lose weight. It is working. I am losing weight. So I've just been calorie counting everything, and then very much not boozing at all. No problem, Nelcros. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Nice to see you. Have a nice evening. Master of Maelstrom complaints have similar rules, and it always works for units that other players have activated. Alright, okay. Yeah, it's well, we'll see in 11th edition, won't we? I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be... I'm kind of looking forward to the lack of, like, you know, every single battlefield having those L-shaped ruins. I think the new terrain stuff that they keep talking about is hopefully going to make the game a bit more interesting. And I think the new missions might make things a bit more varied and interesting as well. So, yeah, I'm feeling very hopeful. I'm down for a change, you know? Like, I know that some people really love their circle objective markers. I feel like circle objective markers have had their time. Could I be happy to play them again in the future? Probably. Am I happy for a change right now? I feel like definitely, right? But what about the terrain on my alien circle world? These rectangles are going to cause issues. I don't know if the rectangles are going to cause issues. If you didn't realise, if you didn't see my community post today, I do have a deal with Andrew. Like, if you watch any of my live streams, you'll know Andrew, who plays the Necrons. He has a website called wartoken.co.uk. Blood Angels Blood Angels Commander viewers can get 11% off the new terrain that he's already offering. So just wartoken.co.uk. The code to get 11% off is just BAC11. It's as simple as that. I'll put it on I'll put it on the screen for a second. I was gonna say I'll put it on the stream for a second. Let me see. Where did I have it? Here. Yeah. wartoken.co.uk BAC11 for 11th edition will give you 11% off the new terrain. So if you were thinking about buying it, and his set is like $20. Well, I think it's 19. I think it's $19 with 11% off, right? Which I think will be cheaper than what Games Workshop are going to charge for it. So check it out if you want to check it out. But yeah, thanks to Andrew for setting that up. Like, he's on it. You know, it's like the new terrain only got announced like a few days ago, and he's already like building them. Good evening, Phil. How are you? Do you know what, Phil? I think I saw you in the last stream, right? Like, well, I know I saw you in the last stream. And sometimes when I'm streaming, I can get kind of sidetracked on points or issues, or someone does a super chat. I don't know, but I felt like after the stream had ended, I was like, man, I saw Phil in that stream, and I don't know if I said hello to him. And then I was like, if that did happen, I was thinking to myself afterwards, because I'm the sort of person who, I don't know, I can be quite critical. Like, I'm definitely my own worst critic, right? Because I keep taking like progress photos in the gym. My wife keeps telling me I look good, and I keep saying to her like, no, I'm not looking good enough. You know, like, so I know 100% I'm my own worst critic. And I remember when I was at like 600 subscribers, like 600. 600 is like, I'm at 23,500, or just coming up in 23,500 now. But I remember when I was at 600 thinking to myself like, oh shit, I've got 600 subscribers. I need to like knock this week's video out of the park. Like, it need to be a really good video, because it's getting serious, you know, like proper like 600 subscriber imposter syndrome. So like, I finished the stream, And once I'd finished the stream, I was like sat down, and I don't even know why I was thinking about the stream still. I was like, I think I saw Phil in the stream, and then I was like, did I say hello to Phil? Because Phil flew all the way from America to come to our GT, and I was like, if he came into the stream and I didn't say hello to him, that's really like, Phil's gonna be like, what the fuck? I came all the way across the world to this guy's GT, didn't even say hello to me. So like, if I did say hello to you in the last stream, Phil, hello. If I didn't say hello to you in the last stream, then I very much apologise, because I was like, I couldn't remember, man. The streams are all a blur to me. You know, there's only one of me. There's 40 people, 50 people in chat. It's you know, I can miss people. I cannot reply to everybody. I try and answer all the chat comments, but it's hard. Good evening, Marius. Helen Phoenix says, I was watching Ospec's tactics video on potential battle shot changes coming, and was wondering if GW will actually change and make ancients good for something. That would be nice. Lewis says, yo John, how are you? I'm playing 40k GT in Glasgow called Green Hollow. I'm currently 2-1 with Blood Angels. Oh, congratulations. Did you see that Glasgow is getting an Element Games store? They're looking for a manager. I was like, man, that'd be a cool job. The new manager for Element Games Glasgow. I guess Element Games is doing well, because I think that's their 3rd store now. So it'll be interesting to see if they get like a nice big store in Glasgow, because that's a little bit of an easier drive for me. I mean, it's still a long drive, but it's a bit of an easier drive to go to a tournament in Glasgow than it would be to go to one in England, right? So yeah, Element Games is getting one in Glasgow, apparently. I'm sure if they have a big enough venue, they'll do events. I'm trying to think, like, I'm sure, here's the thing, like, Glasgow has a pretty big city centre, right? And like, last time I was in Glasgow, I'm trying to think the last time I was there summer 24, so about 2 years ago. There was a lot of empty retail space in the centre of Glasgow now. Like, you know, like, just the same as every high street ever. Or at least in the UK, a bunch of the high streets are just, or a bunch of the city centres, maybe not just the high street, because I actually don't know what the high street would be in Glasgow. I don't know if it's, maybe it would be Sauchiehall Street. I mean, I'm trying to think. Buchanan Street seemed like it's still pretty busy. Like, there's still probably a shop in every unit. But maybe Sauchiehall Street felt like there's a lot of empty units. Like, there's definitely space in Glasgow for like quite a big store. Or they could definitely find, I guess they could definitely find a big premises in the middle of the town, is what I'm trying to say. It's supposed to be close to Glasgow Central. Well, let's hope it. Yeah, I mean, Glasgow Central burnt down like 2 weeks ago, or almost. But yeah, that'd be interesting. But yeah, I definitely feel like there's a lot of empty retail space in Glasgow, or there's definitely enough that they could probably find a reasonably big store, I feel like. How big is like a lot, like pretty big GT for Glasgow? Like, how many players is it a Glasgow GT, Lewis? But good first day. 2-1 is always tough. You come back tomorrow, you win your first game, and then it's and then you've got a real chance of doing something, right? I like going into day 2 where you feel like there's a chance you could rank, or there's a chance you could get top 5. It's really, like, for me personally, I don't think it's disappointing per se to go into day 2 when you've got no chance of getting top 5. But I definitely feel like I like going back on day 2 when I'm like, if I win my first game, there's a chance, you know? Like, you're 3-0 on day 1, or you're 2-1 on day 1, you've got a chance to at least get to the top-ish tables at the start, you know? So best of luck tomorrow, dude. Most cities are practically giving away retail space. My friend just got the Marks and Spencers and a few other big stores in the local town centre. A charity involved will almost guarantee it. Yeah, I mean, I think the UK has itself to blame, man, for that sort of, like, they've made retail space so expensive. Like, all the little stores can't pay the rates, and the big stores have to sell so much product. And then here's the messed up thing, like, this is... Do you remember that Doom game? I'm sure you all remember Doom, like the PC game that originally came out in whatever, the original game did not come out in 20 anything. The original game, the original Doom, came out in about 1996. Doom, thy flesh consumed. I kept all this old shit. I don't really know why, but like, I kept it. What year? 1993. Man, it was a 15 with those graphics? Really? Oh, look. I got the manual. Ah! I miss game manuals, man. Oh yeah, look. I'll put it under the camera. Install the DOS version. Place the CD-ROM in your D drive. God. Do you know what? The paper's not as yellow as I thought it would be. Anyway. Not this Doom. The Doom I'm talking about... Oh, there's something else in here. Hold on, what is it? Oh, do you remember these? Showed you the other games you could get. Mortal Kombat 3. Doom 2. The world's greatest games in their original packaging. So this would have been... I mean, I don't remember when Replay went out of business a long time ago. Anyway, I'm talking about Doom 20... Was it 2014? Was when one of the other Dooms came out? Oh, wrong button. I have my old Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 box. I love it. I love it. What other old boxes have you got? Tell me. Anyone got, like, Quake? Final Fantasy 7? The oldies? Man, I kept all that shit. I don't know how I kept it all, but I consider how much space they took up as well. I was very precious about my PC gaming. I have StarCraft in their CD case. I have this guy. I never opened them. Apparently a few people have played this game now. It's apparently pretty cool. It's apparently one of the best selling games for like one of the highest turnover miniature games or something. Maybe I'll get round to playing it at some point. I only bought that one character. Anyway, the reason... first time I got to the top table at 3-0, I was destroyed. The choke is real. Chase, the same thing happened to me the first time I get to the top table at 4-0. I got fucking annihilated. And I played really, really bad. Like, you know, like I got to the top table for the first time ever, feeling like super happy I got there, and then it was my first ever game against Grey Knights at the top table at a tournament, and they just fucking annihilated me. And I couldn't do anything because they just, every time I target something, they're off the board. It was a disaster. Yeah, so no, I remember when Doom came out in, I think it was 2014 or 2015. You know, like the remake Doom, whatever. You know, like they've done 3 now. They've done, I think it's just called, was it called Doom 2 and then the Dark Ages one? I don't own the Dark Ages one. I do own the second one, but I never played it because I didn't finish the first one yet. But anyway, I remember walking into the store to buy Doom, the like 2014, 2015 one, and I like looked at the, like on the shelf, it's $54.99, right? And like $54.99 in 2014 is quite a lot of money. You know, compared, like, so that would, like, equivalent US dollars, that would have been like 80 quid for a PC game. And I was like, you know, at 2014, you were just probably getting to a point where you could get like decent internet on your phone. So I just went straight onto my phone and was like, right, Doom in the store is like, what did I say? Like $54.99? I went on to Amazon in the store, and Amazon have the exact same game, Doom, PC, CD-ROM, or what, I mean, maybe it was a DVD at that point, but regardless, like, they have the same thing on disc. Order tomorrow and get on Prime, or order today and get it on Prime tomorrow, $26.99. And I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna pay $32 more, which is about $50, to have it now when I can just Prime it and have it at like 9 AM tomorrow morning. Like, that's just, you know, like, I get wanting the game right now, but for $50, I'm like, yeah, I can wait till the morning. I mean, like, for me, that was sort of the trigger where I sort of realized, like, oh my god, the high street is going to die. Because once more people figure this out, like, why would you spend $50 when Amazon will just send you everything on Prime the very next morning? The 90s in general is awesome. Yeah, I mean, 90s games were awesome, man. I feel like so much love and attention went into those 90s games. But then I don't play a lot of the new games, you know. I'm sure there's a lot of bangers on Steam, I just don't play them. Like, I'm gonna play Dawn of War 4 though. I'm gonna probably once they, like, I don't think they've done a date for it. Yeah, but once they do a date for Dawn of War 4, I'm gonna pre-order it. If they've got like a 2 versus 2 or a 3 versus 3 multiplayer, I'll play with some of you guys. I'm good at strategy games on computer. Like, when I was a kid, I just played them all the time. It was like I'm really good at strategy games on computer. You're gonna get Total War? Ugh, I'm not. I've played through Total War, like the first Warhammer one, whatever that was called. Like, I think it was just Total War Warhammer. It's alright. I mean, I think I would rather, like, Total War is like grand strategy, you know, it's like you're building your cities and all that. It's alright. But, like, Dawn of War is like real time, right? That's what I like to play. Like StarCraft, Warcraft 2 and 3. What else was like that? Command and Conquer, that's the one. Had that. Right? That's what we're talking about. Yeah. That's what I want to play. Dawn of War like that. I think I've got Dawn of War on disc. Oh, Star Trek Armada. I like that one as well. There's real time in Total War, but not real time. Not real time like I'm building my base, you're building your base, and then we fight straight away. There's like another level of grand strategy in there, right? Paper Mario for the N64. Man, I do like how the Switch will play some of those N64 games. I think that's pretty cool. I like it when companies do that backwards compatible. It fucking pisses me off when you can't get backwards compatibility to work. I really wanted to play through God of War. Like, God of War is one of my favourite games on the PlayStation. And I just can't play it because I don't have a PS3. Even though I've got a PS4 and a PS5, I can't play God of War because it's PS3 only, and it's like, I feel like you should just be able to put that game into the PS5 and it should just work, right? Is the Battle Sector online scene any good? I just got the full game and all the DLCs on console, but I'm thinking of getting a PC to to justify it for the tournaments. I don't know, Rob. I liked Battle Sector well enough, but I didn't play it nearly enough. I think for me, gaming is like it's like I only do gaming when everything else in my life is complete, and I feel like most of the time the rest of my life isn't complete. So, and what do I mean by complete? I guess I just mean, like, you know, I'm working on a YouTube video, or I'm doing my live streams, or I'm hanging out with my kids. You know, it's like gaming takes the back seat, and it was taking the back seat before, and then I've started this new gym routine, and now it's like now I just struggle. Like, gaming and TV shows, I'm miles behind on them. Like, I haven't watched any, like, I know everybody talks about Stranger Things, I haven't watched a single episode, right? Like, Marvel movies, I'm behind on all of them. Star Wars TV shows, don't even know where I'm at, you know, like, it's just like, I'm behind on everything. Pop culture. I get that. I lose months and months on a single run on Battle Sector. Do you guys magnetize infantry weapons? I used to often. I used to magnetize whole arms all the time. In 9th edition, I think almost everything I did, I would magnetize. In 10th edition, because the unit loadouts are so, like, static, I've barely magnetized at all. I don't think that I feel like I need to in 10th edition. You could still magnetize. I just have stopped, I guess. My wife and I were playing GoldenEye on my Xbox the other night. She was terrible. It's almost like she didn't play against her buddy. Dude, have you seen that video on YouTube about the GoldenEye pause music? Because that, if you haven't seen it, it's an absolute banger. I wonder if we could just watch it together. I'm sure the GoldenEye pause music wouldn't give me a copyright strike. You seen it, Antonius? God, I played a lot of GoldenEye, but even now when I go back onto the controller, it's like, it feels clunky, right? Oh, dude, let me just find it. Let's do it. Let's find it. Let me pause this music. Hold on. I was going to say, what horrible... Let me see. Yeah, this is it. This is it. I think this will be loud enough. Hold on, I might need to change volume. Hey, yeah, hold on. Here we go. Right, check this. This is the best video. This is one of the best videos ever.
Hey, just wanted to see how that pause music was coming along. Now keep in mind, this is a movie tie-in video game from the Nintendo 64. Not looking for anything too crazy. What do you think about this?
I actually listened to the soundtrack for GoldenEye not too long after that, and honestly that soundtrack is fucking banging, man. Like they did not have the license to make soundtracks that good for Nintendo games from when I feel like GoldenEye was 1995. The game might have been a couple years after the movie, but it might not have been. I don't remember I don't remember the difference between when the game came out and when the movie came out, but yeah, I thought that video was fucking quality. Ridge Racer for the PS1, Rage Racer, excuse me. Do you remember for one of the first PS1 games? I think it was Wipeout. They had Firestarter by the Prodigy. It was like one of the first games I ever played where it was like, oh my god, they've got like quality music and like, you know, like CD quality music. I think it was the first Wipeout on the PS1. 1997 for GoldenEye. So a couple of years after the movie. Or maybe I'm remembering the wrong year of the movie. Probably more likely as it came out at the same time and I'm remembering the wrong year. I feel like I definitely saw GoldenEye in the cinema though. There's a good documentary for the Wipeout music on YouTube. I haven't seen it, man. I need to check it out. But yeah, that GoldenEye soundtrack, man, what a banger that was. I'm still pretty good when it comes to FES, despite being a veteran of the Long War. You know what game I'm wanting that I don't know if we're gonna get is I want XCOM 3, man. I really liked XCOM 2. I think it's like any sort of like well, I guess XCOM's turn-based, but like turn-based strategy games, they're the sort of video games that I like to play. But yeah, I really liked both those reboots, like XCOM Enemy Within, and then, or XCOM Enemy Unknown, and then Enemy Within, and then the two XCOMs after that. I thought they were great. Did you play Worms Armageddon? I think everybody played Worms Armageddon. It's like a rite of passage. Is that not the same as like, did you ever play Theme Hospital or Sim City? I feel like everybody played. No, not Theme Hospital. Excuse me, Theme Park. I feel like everybody played Theme Park. I feel like everybody played Theme Hospital. Sim City, excuse me. I don't know where Theme Hospital came from. I mean, I enjoyed Theme Hospital, but I think it's had a remake called like 2 Point Hospital or something. But yeah, no, Dawn of War. I'm gonna pre-order as soon as they announce Dawn of War's release date. I'm gonna pre-order it. I'm hoping they don't do anything like they'll probably do the nonsense that happens now, where you've got to pre-order at a certain tier to get a week of early access or something like that. I think that's such a con because like, when I was a student or something, a week of early access would have been awesome. But like as a real person, as a human being that has a work, who, you know, has a job, who has a family, like I don't really see the value in early, like a week of early access or whatever they call it. Like sometimes it's like 3 days of early access. I was like, dude, I only get like an hour in those 3 days to play. Why the fuck would I spend like 20-30 bucks more for like 1 hour of extra gameplay? Like, no, I just wait and get the normal version. I'd like it early, but I'm not going to spend 30 bucks for an hour, you know? But yeah, I think I picked up the Fat of the Land Prodigy CD on the back of listening to the music in Wipeout. But yeah, so back to the original point, Element Games are getting a store in Glasgow. That'll be cool. I'm in Glasgow, I wouldn't say every year, but most years? Every couple of years, I guess. Give me somewhere new to visit next time I'm in Glasgow. I've never been to the Element Games store shops, so that'll be cool. Maybe I'll go, like if they do a super major or something, maybe I'll make an effort. I know there's a super major coming up in Edinburgh because a lot of people asked me about it, but like I'd already committed to go to another event in July this year. I realised in my last game I was running 10 assault intercessors and that every single guy had a chainsword, and it was like I didn't have one that had a thunderhammer or a power fist. I was like, oh crap, I just have them all with chainswords. Turned out okay because I was fighting against Catan. But I was like, do you know what, if I'm actually going to take this to a tournament, like 10 assault intercessors, I should probably have one with a thunderhammer and the plasma pistol just because it's free war gear. I just realised that I very rarely run assault intercessors on foot, and I hadn't built that. Villander, welcome to gifted membership. If you got a gifted membership, dude, that gives you access to our members only room on Discord. So, I mean, with 11th edition on the way, feel free to join us on our members only Discord channel. Commander, have you ever experimented with artist acrylics? No, so I mainly just use the GW paints, man. Painting for me is more about completionist, I guess. Like, I have some fancy paints. I have a wet palette. I just don't use it. I just I don't even know why I don't use my wet palette. I think it's like, I think I would have used it if I got my wet palette before I'd had kids. But now my painting is so sporadic because of the kids, I feel like it'd be a waste of time to do the wet palette, and probably by the time I come back to it, it would be moldy anyway because kids. So yeah, I think it's a hard one to put the point on it. It's like, I did more painting before I had the channel, but the channel takes up quite a lot of time that probably would be used for painting. So I have to make a choice, right? Like, I can either make a YouTube video every week, or I could spend more time investing in getting better at painting and using more paints and using better tools. I choose to make the YouTube video every week. Be that what it may. So when it comes to... I feel like if I win the lottery... I didn't win this week, I did check my ticket, because I do play every Friday night. I feel like if I win the lottery, and I don't need to do my day job, you know, to pay all the bills and taxes that capitalism puts on you, on humans these days, I feel like if I did that, then maybe I could spend more time just painting and just enjoying myself more. But yeah, I feel like where I am in life right now with the young kids, I very rarely am like, you probably notice in my live streams, like every single stream I'm painting something different. So it's like I'm not even finishing models, I'm just moving from one model to the next based on what I think is going to be in my next army list or what's going to be in my next competitive. So I'm always jumping around anyway. Like, this guy is probably going to be classed as battle ready, and then I'll just move on. The wet palette is truly worth it. Yeah, I mean, I bought one. I've had it for like 2 years. It's completely unused. It's almost a running joke that I haven't used it. You know, maybe one day when my kids move out and I've quit my job, then I'll be able to make the YouTube video during the day, and then I'll paint every evening and use the wet palette. That's what I used to do. And before I had kids, I used to paint every evening. Even if it was just like an hour an evening, it was every evening. And I feel like I used to get so, like, even though it was only an hour a day, I feel like I used to get so much, like, so many units finished. But I guess it's just that whole consistency thing where, like, if you do an hour a day, then that's 30 hours a month. What can you actually paint in 30 hours a month? You can actually paint quite a lot, right? Whereas at the moment, I probably am lucky to get... Yeah, I probably don't get to double figures spent painting on any given month. Plus, I'm reading the stream. I think that must slow me down a little bit in answering you guys. I bought a wet palette. I can't really work out what the point is. Well, the point is that your paints don't dry up, right? So if you were in the middle of a session, you can just cover the palette and pick up where you left off next time. Probably helps people that do more mixing than just if you just use one colour though. Are you worried you need to learn how to use it? No, I'm just worried that so I'm going to a tournament on the 25th, right? So like, let's say I put paint on the wet palette like next Saturday night. Well then if something comes up, like, so I'm busy on Wednesday night and then I'm going away for the weekend, then realistically it's 2 weeks between me doing any painting. So I'm just going to leave the paint sitting on the wet palette for 2 weeks, like, you know. I need to do a charity painting stream like 24 hours. Dude, my eyesight would be struggling after 24 hours. I'd go cross-eyed. Plus, I can't stay... I don't know if it's probably to do with the calorie deficit that I'm in, but I can't... I'm so tired in the evenings these days, dude. Like even, like, the kids have been on holiday, so I've slept in a couple of days. Like, sleeping in is like... I haven't woken up before 8 AM. So I've like slept in till 8 AM and I still can barely even keep my eyes open after midnight. But I keep hitting PBs in the gym, so there's that, you know. I feel like it's I feel like the reason I'm so tired is the PBs in the gym. But yeah, it's tough. So I'm super tired by the evenings. And yeah, I've been going to the gym every Sunday now, and because I only get to go a couple of times a week, I go for 3 hours on a Sunday. So I absolutely smash like 21,000 kilograms or something on a Sunday. That's how much I'll try and lift tomorrow. Maybe more actually. I'm very close on one of the machines. You know, like they have those big stacks of weights. I don't even know what you call them. Just, is that what they're called? Stacks of weights. That's bad, isn't it? I go to the gym every week and I don't even know what you call it. I assume it would just be called stacks. I gotta, yeah. Yeah, look at this one. This is, so I think this is 86 kilograms, excuse me. And the machine only goes to 91. So this is the machine I'm closest to getting to the bottom stack on, which is like the outer thigh, man. But there's a few machines where I'm getting fucking close to getting to the bottom of the stack. I feel like when I get to the... So I think the highest because this is 86, so you could do 91 plus the 2 at the top. So you can go, this one can go to 93. Like, I'm getting fucking close, man. I'm determined. I'm gonna get to the bottom of like 2 or 3 of these machines in the next 3 months. So yeah, I think trying to hit personal bests in the gym every week just means like I can't. I don't even think I could stay up past like 1 AM, man. I'm just too tired. That is indeed a weight stack. Alright, thanks. That's why I felt like that would be the right thing to call it, but I think it's funny that I don't know what it's called, but I've almost hit the bottom, man. I'm such a try-hard, you know. It's like I just see everything as a challenge. I like see that thing and I'm like, I could lift the bottom one, I could do it. I guess the trick is to not go down too far too fast and end up hurting yourself. Buff Angels Commander. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Yeah, no, I've gone like very hard on. I'm so passionate about the gym these days. It's ridiculous. Like I don't know the names of things, but like I just get in there and I just lift heavy, right? Like, and what's funny is like, see, all like other people say to me like, "Oh, do you not get a sore back at Warhammer tournaments?" I was like, "Well, not anymore." When you're lifting all these sort of weights and stuff, you're working all those muscles, man, and you're working them like a. You know, like people, you know, you must have been at a tournament where people are like leaning over and they're like, oh, my back. It's always the bottom of your back as well, right? Like I used to get it. The bottom of your back after playing 3 games of Warhammer would be in agony, you know? It's like, see if you go to the gym and just lift all those over your head and do all those machines, you will have literally no pain when you're playing Warhammer. So... do I recommend it? Yeah, 100%. You should do it. Gains for Sanguinius. Thanks, man. Did you see the change to the Battle Shock? Our banner no longer returns OC from Sangry Guard. I did not. You know, Warhammer community was down today, so they've changed Battle Shock, have they? I went to read Warhammer community before I came on stream, man, but it was down. That'll be interesting. I still feel like things don't battle shock often enough, though. Oh, hello Annabella, I told you to go to sleep like an hour ago, didn't I? Ah, you know, but. There's always a but. There's always a but. What is the but? Right, tell me, what's the but? Right, if you keep messing around with this jar of the mermaid, then tomorrow, like I said when we would open it, we will not be opening it. Okay? Because it is bedtime.
Dad. Okay.
Right, have you got the jar? Bring it through here and put it on my desk, please. No, then we'll keep it for the morning, because obviously you can't be trusted to keep it in your bedroom. Bring it through here. No, I'm not messing around. Sorry. God, you have to see good cop, bad cop here, don't you? It's not official yet. One of the slides shows that Battle Shock unit is OC dash. Oh right, so it's it's been investigated by the community, has seen like a screenshot of it. Right, hold on, I'm gonna have to go in. But she's got some mermaid thing that is obviously too exciting to go to sleep. And if I don't take it away from her, she'll spend another hour messing. This mermaid inside a jar is too exciting. I think... I don't know. I have confiscated the mermaid in a jar. Don't judge me, I'm a bad parent. I mean, she's supposed to go to bed like 2 hours ago, so... There's nothing more fun than confiscating things. It really does make you feel like a complete asshat, doesn't it? It's like you don't want to do it. But if you don't do it, they'll just mess around and never go to sleep. Some likes for the mermaid, yeah. I feel like she's gonna come back in here in like 5 minutes and ask if the mermaid's okay. Yes, the mermaid is okay. Well, I think regardless if they're changing Battle Shock or not, I really do think it's time for a bit of a switch up in terms of some of the main core rules that we've been playing with. Like, I'm quite happy that they're changing a lot of the stuff about terrain. I feel like I'm quite happy that they're changing the primaries, objectives. I feel like we've been playing L-shaped ruins now for like 6 years. I know the new maps have some L-shaped ruins, but it's like 2 rather than like 12 or something, right? So I feel that a change is going to be good. What white am I using? This one. I hate the Games Workshop white. I think it's a travesty. I tried to paint something with the Games Workshop white, and I thought it was absolutely tragic. I think I got that one off Amazon. Someone recommended it to me a couple of years ago, and it's in a dropper bottle, which means it's lasted like... I think I had that in my old house, and I lived in my old house coming up 5 years ago, so it's lasted really, really well. I did buy contrast white, but I've not really used it yet. I was thinking next time I need to do a Sangori Priest or something, I'd try the contrast white. I do have some Stormtroopers I was painting as well, so I mean I think they would be good with contrast white, maybe. Dante's Battle Shock might be better. Well, Dante needs something, doesn't he? Because his +1 to hit is kind of pointless now. Ulthorn Grey is what you use for white, Phil? Yeah, I think I was using Korax white before. Is that the name of it? And I honestly thought that paint was a travesty. Like, I just felt like it had literally no coverage at all. I hated it. You could do coat after coat, and in Korax white, all the pots I had of it, at least, it seemed like it always got like all clumpy and stuff. It's just a nightmare. I try and explain that taking the stuff away is a bigger hassle than behaving. Yeah, dude, that's the thing that I say to them as well, right? Like, my kids are in love with Smash Brothers. I let them play Smash Brothers on the Switch. And I say to them, like, you can have Smash Brothers, but if there's screaming and shouting and fighting, then you will have no Smash Brothers. So I put Smash Brothers on, I leave the room. Our living room is right next to the stairs to go upstairs, so I walk up the stairs, which is like, I don't know, 15 steps or something, so I can go back to like working or whatever I'm doing in my office. And like I said, I've been coding a lot. I've been building a desktop app. So I walk upstairs. I'm barely even up the stairs, and they're already shouting and fighting again. It's like, all right, I'm coming back down to switch it off. They're like, no, 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 no. I'm like, I told you at least 10 times already to stop shouting and fighting when you play Smash Brothers. We need a CP generator. Yeah, I think the CP generator is probably the most important thing that Blood Angels are missing. Like, I really hate how we don't have a CP generator. I know you can get some extra CP from Inquisitor, but it's a real pain in the arse. It doesn't even work all the time, and you've got to pay a lot of points for it. Veggie says, I wish you could say it gets better as they age. Yeah, I'm holding on to that hope, Veggie. That's the dream. Corax White needs more mixing than almost any other paint. I bought one of those vibrating mixers for it. It works a charm. Oh, that's fair. I think I threw after I got that model color white. I think I threw my Corax White in the bin. I was like, I am fucking done with this Corax White. So I've been using that model color white for multiple years. I'll buy it again. I use it for all my Blade Guard shields. I quite liked it. But yeah, I've heard people talk about that titanium white. Maybe when I'm done with this pot of Corax, this pot of Vallejo white, I'll do that. I mean, I'm not endorsed in any way by Games Workshop. I don't particularly love or hate their paints. I just use them because they're what I've always used, right? Would you even play GoldenEye, by the way, on the Switch, or you play it on something else? Oh no, you said Xbox, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's probably where I started. Like, to begin with, my painting was probably the worst painting you have ever seen. You know those horrible models you see on Reddit? Like, here, I painted my first ever Marine and it's absolutely terrible. That was me. And I think I just stuck with it long enough where I probably got to a point where, like, I'm not totally shit, but I'm nothing special. I don't think I would ever be good enough. Like, even, you know, like, let's say time was no issue and I could spend 100 hours on one model. I don't think I would ever do that. I don't think I have the artistic skill to make one model good enough to spend that much time on it. You know, like people that enter Golden Demon and stuff like that, like that's just a whole level above where I'm at. I don't think I could ever get even close to that. But, I mean, I usually, at tournaments and stuff, I usually get the odd compliment about my models. I feel like I do okay with them, so I'm quite happy. I've got a good collection of reasonably painted stuff. I definitely enjoy the process, right? I wouldn't be here literally every Saturday night if I didn't enjoy it. Yeah, maybe I'm not as fast as I would like, but needs must. Oh, right, I see. I have Game Pass for my Xbox for the kids, and per that reason, they do not have any Xbox privilege. Oh, man. Children, huh? It's so simple to be a kid, but it's so hard. So have you got like a timeline on setting up your hobby space then, Antonius? Like, if you've been in the house like 8 months, like, you gotta... I feel like you gotta get a timeline on this, man. I find writing things down helps me a lot with time. Like, you know, like I feel like when I write it down, that's me committing to it, you know? Like, not even necessarily like an actual, like, I must do this by a date. I just write it down as like, this is what I'm doing. I suppose like it's how some people do journaling and stuff. I don't do anything like that, but like, if I, like I said, I've been building a Windows app. So to like try and get it finished and get it over the line, I would write down like, you know, I'm going to release version 1 this week, or I'm going to release like version 2 next week, or, you know, like just write down like what the goal is. So when I sit down at my computer desk, because that's, you know, like this, I call this my office. When I sit down in my office, like I have clear goals as like to what I want to accomplish. And I've actually been on holiday a few days this week. Because it's Easter, right? And like Scottish schools are off, so somebody needs to stay home with the kids. My wife stayed home last week, I stayed home this week. Like I was saying at the start of the stream, I actually have a lot of video games I want to play. But I chose to work on this. I chose to do coding all fucking week because I'm a sadist, man. When's the tournament? Grot's tournament was just this weekend past. They Thursday night there'll be a video about it. We filmed it on Thursday night this week, so we usually film like a week ahead. So this Thursday night there'll be a video about the Grot's tournament, or the other Grots, because obviously I didn't go. It was doubles anyway, so doubles doesn't work so well when there's 3 of you. I have to build a wall in the basement for my office. My dad and I are going to do it at the end of the month, and I'll have some holidays. Nice. Okay, man. It's nice to have a dad that's helpful, man. That's kind of my that's my MO for going to the gym so much, dude. Is my dad and his dad didn't live very long lives. Unfortunately, both of them got fucking cancer. So, my thought about trying to just go to the gym all the time and be healthy is to just give myself the best fucking chance to, you know, because it's obviously hereditary to a certain extent, I think. They both had the exact same cancer as well, so I don't know what my chances are because of that. But yeah, I've gone like fucking hard on just trying to be like I said, like I've not been, like I barely even drink now. Like, just exercise every single day, healthy. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, probably who knows if it helps at all against the battle of getting cancer, but try and stack some of the odds in my favor. So, fucking A. Hopefully they can cure it soon. I can hear somebody around. I feel like it's been ages since I painted an assault intercessor, and now now the new box has more intercessors in it. Who's gonna need more intercessors is the question. I'm glad to hear your dad has smashed it, dude, because, yeah, unfortunately mine didn't, and what a bastard that is. You need more salt. Phil, you ran an army this edition that had like 100 and 50 fucking strength toughness 4 models in it. Didn't you already run an army with 60 assault intercessors? Like, you ran that to a tournament. Why the hell would you need more assault intercessors? Like, what are you doing with them, man? You eating them? Like, seriously, what are you doing with them? You're like walking down the street and giving them to the homeless person? Like, I see you're hungry, but how about an assault intercessor? You are eating them, okay. Well, as long as we're on the same page. You have 60 assault intercessors. I already saw the photo of it. I know you've got 60. Why do you need more? What are you doing? Phil, you need help. Oh, you're doing Raven Guard? Just use the damn red ones you already painted. The real skilling has started watching the videos when he was trying to get a cancerous tumor removed. Are you all good now, man? I hope so. Yeah, being a dad is a hard job because you don't know if you're doing things right. And especially when your kids are being really badly behaved, it's really hard to like know where the line is with them, man. I don't know. I had my thyroid removed. Oh, wow, okay. It's kind of sad the launch box won't have a lot of models we want for Space Marines. I mean, I think the thing we have to remember with the launch box is it's for new players, right? Any models we get out of it for existing players, I guess, should possibly be seen as somewhat of a cheap bonus, right? Maybe we've been spoiled with the last few launch boxes getting stuff like Ballistus Dreadnoughts, Blade Guards, Inceptors, Outriders, like lots of new Primaris stuff. Like, yeah, we've probably been spoiled a little bit, so now when they show a regular intercessor in the launch box, we're all like, what the fuck is this shit? We don't need any more intercessors, except Phil. I mean, like, I guess we could start like a GoFundMe to get Phil like another 120 intercessors. How do you feel about the BA refresh? There's been a BA refresh? I must have missed it. I am being sarcastic, but in a way I'm not really being sarcastic. Apparently Phil doesn't have many shooting intercessors. Okay. The speeder could be cool. Yeah, I mean the land speeder is probably going to be cool, right? I wish you all the best in health and success at your life and work. Dude, I wish that on everybody, man. But thank you very much for the kind words, yeah. I feel like you just get dealt a hand, man, and you just have to deal with it. And yeah, you can try, but ultimately it's not really up to you, right? But no, thanks, dude. Same to you. Are the contents completely known? I think the contents that we know 100% are some sort of squad of Vanguard veterans, some sort of squad of intercessors, some sort of jump pack chaplain, right? Like, if we know more than that right now, I'm out of the loop. I think that's what we know at the moment. I mean, Valrak has been talking about that for a few months, so the fact we know it now probably means if Valrak has said other stuff, is probably right. I don't know who he speaks to at Games Workshop, but he obviously has some sort of in somewhere where somebody is telling him all the shit in advance, right? But yeah, I mean, the Blood Angels refresh. The new characters, they're fine. The Sangre Guard, I prefer the old ones. The Death Company, I don't even know if you would call it a refresh. They're just Assault Intercessors and an upgrade sprue. So, the Ballistus Dreadnought, it's just an upgrade sprue to the Brutal... Or, sorry, not the... The Death Company Dreadnought is just an upgrade sprue to the Brutalis. So yeah, I mean, I feel like calling it a refresh is a bit flattering, because it's not really a refresh. It's like a few of our characters got Primaris models. We got the one squad of Sangard. That's it, I think, unless I'm missing anything. But yeah, I don't feel like that's enough to classify a refresh. That's one new box, dude. I mean, we already knew Primaris characters were coming back anyway, because they've been doing that for a hot minute. So yeah, it's one new box. The Sangre Guard kill me, I can't believe it. Well, I mean, I think with the Sangre Guard, you just need to go and buy yourself third-party third-party parts to give them wings. We all get to write a story in life, but we don't know how many pages is it. Yeah, exactly. I suppose we can try and give ourselves more pages, Chase. I think that's where I'm at, right? Like, I'm in my 40s now. I'm trying to be healthy so I get more pages. But whether or not I can actually impact the number of pages, I guess, is yet to be seen. Ask me again in 40 years. I hope I can. So maybe probably kicking around till about 10 o'clock UK, which is another like 15-20 minutes. So if there's any burning questions, that we should talk about them soon. Otherwise, it would have to be in tomorrow night's show. I do think, we were talking about this the other night, I think it was Wednesday night stream, I do think Games Workshop are trying to make models and kits simpler to paint so people can get them battle ready or on the tabletop quicker. I mean, that's what Contrast Paint has tried to do as well, right? Like, everything is about getting people into the hobby, onto the tabletop quicker. Like, that's just me looking in and like seeing what they're doing. So I think they've made all the new Space Marine kits simpler. Why? Because you can paint them all quicker. Which would make sense, right? Like, I think someone, like, I didn't put two and two together, but someone was like, if everything is quicker to make, not only do you get onto the table quicker to, you know, to play with, because you've got contrast paints and stuff, you also essentially need to buy the next box quicker. Because you finished what you got, right? Antonius has awoken again. Thanks so much, by the way, for the 10 gifted memberships. My opinion is the Vanguard Veterans, the pose is far too similar to the Jump Intercessors and Plane, which doesn't pop for a veteran, even a generic veteran. Yeah, I think they're, like I said, I think they're trying to make it so it's quicker and easier to get on the table. So I think if you want to give your Vanguard Veterans Blood Angels theming, or theming for any chapter, it's gonna, like, I wouldn't even recommend buying the GW upgrade sprues. I think you have to go 3D printing now, because I don't think that the upgrade sprues are very good, and they're they're kind of expensive, I feel like. Like, you know, you're 20-something bucks for a single eviscerator, right? The Vanguard veterans should have looked like yeah, I feel like, you know, like, I think we looked at the old Vanguard veteran kit. The old Vanguard veteran kit, every jump pack had like Aquilas and other iconography on top of it. And the new kits have just kind of lost all that flavour. Also, why the heck do they not add variety to the Primaris Power jump packs? Yeah. Do you know what, the Sangri Guard, I have barely built anything out of this combat patrol. Oh, but these jump packs had the tiny little blood drop on them, that was it. Was there anything else different with them? No, I think the salt, that's not even a blood drop. I think that's just a marking on the side that I think the regular assault interceptor ones have those as well. Yeah, they do. Oh, these had the fins. See, I still built my Sangri Guardian using the old wings, so maybe you could use these fins to customize your van vets to give them some flavor. But I feel like if you want them to have flavor now, you're gonna have to do it yourself, man. That's probably what I would do. I would use the Sangri Guard to give your Vanguard veterans flavor. How many Vanguard veterans are we going to get in the launch set? 5, we think? So if it's 5, then a combat patrol, assuming you can put old jump packs on the combat patrol guys. Old jump packs and wings or something. Would you not have to do that when we're paying premium prices? Yeah, I mean, that... It does seem like all the prices have gone... I feel like the price of everything has gone at the moment. So like in the UK, diesel... I've seen screenshots where you're over $2.15 for 1 litre of diesel. So that's like $3 for a litre. So a gallon of diesel would be like $15. Like, it's just bonkers, man. I actually heard, I don't know the truth of this, but I heard today that if you, like, we haven't booked a summer holiday this year. We had a big holiday last year. You know, we took the kids to Disneyland Paris. So if we do something this year, we're going to do something much, much cheaper. But I did hear for people that have booked holidays this year, they've been emailed to be told that the holiday could go up in cost. Because like aircraft fuel, etc., will be skyrocketing out of control. So your holiday, apparently, most of the places you book your holiday with all have in the small print that they can just put the cost up if they need to, I guess. Sadly, the gas is a self-inflicted issue. Oh, I mean, but it's not, you know. It's self-inflicted for you, but like in the UK, I don't, you know, well, last time I checked, UK weren't at war, but there's 2 wars going on, and we have to deal with the fallout from those wars, I guess, in terms of pricing. The price is just everything, man. I don't know. We can send people to the moon, but apparently we can't talk to our neighbours properly. You ever think that bit in Skynet, in Terminator 2, you know, when the 2 young kids are like, I got you, and John Connor's like, humans, we're going to destroy ourselves, aren't we? Can we not just all get along? Man, I don't know if I could have been stuck in that little capsule for like... We need aliens to unite. Yeah, we need like a proper Great Crusade to unite humanity, don't we? Like we spy some Zerg ships on the borders of the solar system. Yeah, or we need the AI revolution. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I heard some people saying that holiday prices could go out of control as well, just because. Oh well. We're not going on holiday this year anyway. Hopefully it'll normalize by next year. We're witnessing the great filter and the answer to the Fermi paradox. Our behavior is why intelligent species don't survive for long. Yeah, it's an interesting... I've heard that. Who's it? Brian Cox that talks about the Fermi paradox, which is basically a paradox where, like, when we look at the universe, which has billions and billions of planets, why have we not encountered sentient life? And one of the reasons for that is because one of the hypothesis is, like, when sentient beings get smart enough that they could start colonizing the universe, they basically destroy themselves. Or there's a few other reasons, right? Like, we end up, like, I guess, not being able to deal with climate control. Or we could actually be the first sentient beings in the universe. That is a possibility. And also, when we look out at the universe, we can only see a small fraction of it because it's so friggin' big. So there could very well be other sentient people in the universe. But we don't know. And like you said, there's a really interesting... if you've never Googled it, Google the Great Filter and watch Brian Cox. He's like a UK scientist. I'm sure you've seen him. Really interesting. I always save the council in Mass Effect in case anyone is concerned about my comment. I've never actually played Mass Effect, I'm afraid. Could just be a simple, sad truth. Colonizing below the home planet is just impossible. I wouldn't say it's impossible. I think that... I think, assuming we don't kill ourselves... unsubbed. I think I have. I think I played the first level. I didn't get very far into it. Like, assuming that we don't, like, destroy ourselves in nuclear war, or the AI doesn't take over, I do think we will be able to colonize Mars. It might take a bit longer. Like Elon Musk, like, didn't he famously say, like, we're going to be on Mars in, like, 5 years? I was like, sure, Elon. I think, like, 100 years, we could probably colonize Mars. I mean, I feel like there's probably a lot of challenges, right? Like, Mars is just so far away. It's like a 9-month round trip or some shit. So if you have any technical difficulties, you can't get help from Earth for, like, 9 months. I think we'll be able to send, like, an army of, like, I don't know. I think Elon Musk is actually building some sort of robot, like, that they can send to Mars. I think they're going to send it to the moon first and, like, build this quote-unquote moon base that they've been planning. And the reason that they're all going to the South Pole of the moon, I've been watching some of this stuff, because that's where that new rocket went, right? It went to the South Pole. Why did it go to the South Pole? Because the South Pole is always in shade, right? And because the South Pole is always in shade, it means, like, if any meteors or any objects or anything that ever contained water survived, well, it would be frozen, right, on the moon, because it's always in shade. And if you've got water, like ice water essentially, on the moon that you could refine, you can do a lot with water, right? Because water is literally hydrogen plus oxygen. So you can make oxygen for people to breathe, use hydrogen to launch spacecrafts from the moon. So that's why everybody's looking at the South Pole of the moon, right? No help for 9 months. Who immediately thought aliens? Was it 9 months they said in Aliens before reinforcements? I don't think it was 9 months. I feel it's like 14 days. Because the guy's like, how long before they're overdue that they send the rescue party? He's like, 14 days. He's like, 14 days, man? We're not even going to last 14 hours against these animals. God, pour one out for Bill Paxton. What a great actor. Sad to see him pass away. At one point, I believe he was the only actor to be killed by the Terminator, the Predator, and the Alien, right? Because, like, he's in Terminator 1, he gets killed at the very start when Arnold comes back and needs, like, clothes. In Predator, I think it was Predator 2 he got killed in. I don't think he was in the first Predator movie. And then, yeah, he got killed in Aliens as well, right? Game over, man. That movie has the best one-liners. Like, it just has one-liners. I wish James Cameron would just fuck off and stop doing like, I've seen the first 2 Avatars. I haven't seen the third one. I thought they were okay, but I also thought the second Avatar was basically the same as the first movie again, right? Like, I don't know if I felt like it's a good enough movie, but I just felt like, is this just not the same movie that I already watched, right? So I haven't seen Avatar 3, but I imagine my criticism of Avatar 3 would be the same, where it's just like, is this just not the same movie as Avatar 1 again for the third time? Not to say I won't watch it when it comes on Disney Plus and it's free to stream, but I didn't go to the cinema to see it, right? I did go to the cinema to see the first 2. Sorry. Yeah, so assuming that we don't, like, kill ourselves, I do think that they'll be able to send an army of robots to Mars and or the moon, and, like, there'll be some level of humans be able to live and work on these places. Maybe not now, but in 100 years. And if we can live on Mars, then I guess the argument is, could we live on a planet further away from the sun? Because I think the planets near the sun, there's no chance, right? Like, because Venus is like I think Venus is like a toxic waste dump. Like, basically, I think the greenhouse gases, like, boiled off any hope of it ever being colonized, and Mercury's just way too close to the sun as well, right? He also pissed himself in True Lies. Man, I've not seen True Lies in ages. I like that movie. Occasionally, very occasionally, I come across a Schwarzenegger movie that I haven't seen. I feel like that must... The pool of movies, when will the Emperor reveal himself to mankind? Yeah, I don't know. He'll be our savior, will he? Save us blowing all... killing ourselves, blowing everybody up. Occasionally I find a Schwarzenegger movie that I haven't seen. I think that's becoming... The chance of that happening has become slimmer and slimmer. But occasionally I do see one, and I love the... Schwarzenegger movies from the 80s, they're fucking priceless. They're like Stallone movies from the 80s. I feel like they don't make movies like that anymore. We're so spoiled. But yeah, I want James... I believe I've heard a rumour that James Cameron at some point was thinking about doing a new Aliens movie. I think he's even thinking about doing a new Terminator movie. And I was like, dude, can we just do that over another Avatar movie? Not that I have anything really against Avatar. Like, I enjoyed the first one. I enjoyed the second one well enough. But, like, I don't... It's weird to me how much money those movies made. Avatar, right? Like, they were alright. But, like, I've never heard anyone be like, oh my god, Avatar. Like, it's alright. Like, who goes out and buys Avatar on Blu-ray? Or who's got Avatar posters on their walls? Like, Who's wearing their Avatar merchandise? Nobody, but apparently gets $3 billion at the box office, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't know. But yeah, maybe we do need the Emperor to reveal himself to us to unify mankind. But yeah, I think humans will at some point be able to colonize some of the other planets in the solar system, or moon bases or something. Like, I think it'll happen. But yeah, I do also wonder that if we will blow ourselves up, right? I think the chances of us blowing ourselves up at the moment seems more probable than us colonizing the stars. I've only ever watched Avatar 1. Well, if you liked Avatar 1, Avatar 2 is basically the same movie, dude. I mean, same special effects, same soundtrack. I wouldn't say it's a waste of 3 hours in your life, but like, fine? But it's the same movie. If anyone wants to disagree with me, feel free to disagree with me, but like, I feel like you'll come out of the movie, or I feel like if you watch it, you'll be like, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. It's an action movie. You know what to expect. The blue-skinned aliens. Humans doing what humans do best, I guess, needing to steal someone else's resources. But yeah, I mean, I really feel like it was the same movie. Like, there was nothing in it that was like game breaking or whatever, you know? It's just like, it's just the same shit. But it did really well at the box office again, so who knows? I suppose it's like Jurassic Park, right? There's been like 7 Jurassic Park movies now. Like, if you watch Jurassic Park, they're going to a park, and at some point the electric fences will fail, right? Like, that's it. That's the whole movie. They're all the same. I mean, maybe there was a Jurassic Park where, like, there was no park, but man, there's been... I feel like... I don't remember that one. We can hope for a Star Trek First Contact future after nuclear war. Some drunk guy discovers warp travel. Dude, I've not watched First Contact in ages, man. First Contact was a great movie. That might be one of my... Do you know what? That's probably my favourite Picard movie. Favourite Kirk movie is definitely Voyage Home. Your mum took you, she wanted to see it at the cinema. What, First Contact? Cool mum, dude. Not many mums are into Star Trek. I don't even know if my mum knows how to spell Star Trek. Yeah, man, I remember when the Borg were scary as well. I saw them in a few episodes of Voyager, and I was like... I couldn't have been very... I think Voyager came out when I was like... think Voyager is 96, 97, so the Borg were probably in at 98. So yeah, I think the Borg probably scared me as well. Good bad guys, though. Alright, I think I gotta call it, man. I'll be back tomorrow night for our Army List show. A little bit done on this guy. Gives me a Thunderhammer to add to the Assault Intercessors, that's always useful. TNG started in the late 80s. Yeah, I was talking about Voyager, man. TNG actually started in 87. I think it was the 28th of September, 87? See if I got that right. I'm going to be impressed. What date did TNG premiere? Ah. TNG premiered September 28, 1987. So I know what I just said. I feel like I was super fucking close. Don't know why that's in my brain. It's in there though. I like TNG. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. It's been fun. We'll be back to look at Army List tomorrow. Next week's video might be a video about 11th edition, because I feel like we have enough information now about 11th edition. It could be worth starting to think about making some 11th edition content for the channel. I mean, it's going to happen. It was just a case of, is it worth making it yet? I think it could be. So we'll see. Like, this week's tactics video is all Liberator Assault Group, but next week might be 11th edition. It'll be good to get fired into the new edition and start making some content for it anyway. So guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Leave a like on the stream if you can. I'll see the rest of you tomorrow night, Army List show, 8:15. Thanks so much for the super chats, thanks to the new members, and thanks for the gifted subs, dude. I super appreciate it. You know I do. Cool. Alright, take care, and good night.